Summit County Public Health made this video in an effort to ensure that every officer who empties a dump container is properly aware of potential dangers and how best to avoid them. Please be sure to have your employees view this video before they are involved in emptying a dump box and at yearly intervals. Techniques shown in this video can and should be used whenever an officer is emptying a container where unknown items have potentially been placed. If any questions arise after watching this video, please contact Summit County Public Health. Please do not include the following items in your drop-off to the Sheriff's Department. While these items are sometimes dropped into the dump boxes by the public, they must be separated out by participating officers. Aerosols, used sharps, medicines with spring releases such as EpiPens. These can be placed in the red hazardous waste containers along with other sharps. Medical or infectious waste. Contact Summit County Public Health if this is found in your dump box. Trash. Please place trash in a proper trash receptacle. Aerosols can be taken to the incinerator, but they must be in a separate container. The container must be clearly labeled that it contains aerosols. Failure to separate could ruin the incinerator and be a very costly liability. All used sharps and syringes with needles can be collected in a red hazardous waste container that Summit County Public Health will provide for you. These cannot be sent to the dump incinerator. Please contact Summit County Public Health for disposal or replacement waste containers at 330-926-5600. Dump boxes are used to collect drugs that can be harmful if they end up in the wrong hands. Dump boxes also take less dangerous medications out of our trash, which in turn keep them from entering the waterways. Most over-the-counter and prescription drugs and health and beauty items are okay to be disposed of in our dump incinerators. These items include, but are not limited to, pills, liquids, ointments, patches, controlled substances, vitamins and supplements, pain relievers such as aspirin and ibuprofen, cough syrups and cough drops, over-the-counter drugs, nasal sprays, syringes without needles that are used for creams and liquids, or unused syringes with medicine that is still sealed, eye care products, beauty care products. If you have further questions if an item can be disposed of in the dump incinerators, please contact Summit County Public Health. Your individual safety should be the #1 priority when emptying a dump box, so don't forget to take your time and make sure that you are safe. These boxes are anonymous, and there may be things found in them that are unexpected and possibly dangerous. Treat every dump box as if it could potentially have a dangerous item such as an uncapped syringe. Check with your employer and follow any protocol that they have in place. The acts of handling potential hazards. Assume every dump box has potentially dangerous materials, including used syringes. Control the contents. Take as much time as you need. Do not rush. Try to create distance between yourself and any contents in the box. See what you are reaching for before you grab it. Do not reach blindly. When emptying your dump box, be sure to begin the process with all the supplies you will need on hand. Be sure to have a bag to place everything in either a broom and dustpan or a scoop to ensure that the box is thoroughly emptied. Always wear Kevlar gloves during any steps of emptying and sorting your dump box. Tongs are a helpful tool to ensure that distance is kept between you and any potentially hazardous items. Needles and other sharps should never be picked up with hands, even while wearing Kevlar gloves. Always use tongs to pick up any needles or sharps. This will be demonstrated in the following video. Before reaching into your dump box, be sure to look and see what you are reaching into. Look out for anything potentially dangerous to you or others. Pull out large, easily seen pieces first. As you pull out these larger pieces, the smaller pieces will become easier to see. Be sure to look back into the box at things you are reaching for every time you reach into the box. Once most of the larger items have been taken out of the box, use a broom and dustpan or a scoop to get out the smaller pieces. Continue to look and show caution at this time because small syringes and needles or other dangerous items may still be in the box. If sharps are found at this time, they can be put directly into the hazardous waste container. If you do not have a hazardous waste container, do not carry them in your hand and be aware of them when you are sorting the items. Do not carry the bag or box with items close to your body. When the box is empty, be sure to secure it again so it can be safely used by residents. When sorting your dump contents, be sure to have a hazardous waste container, a disposal box, and a trash receptacle on hand. Aerosols and other medications under pressure will need to be sorted out and placed separately from the regular disposal box. Kevlar gloves need to be worn throughout the whole sorting process. As before, when sorting your dump materials, be sure to always look before reaching into your bag. Constantly look at where you are reaching the whole time you are sorting. Trash can be placed in your trash can and disposed of regularly. Prescription and over-the-counter medications, including liquids, pills, patches, and ointments, can all go in the box for regular dump disposal. This includes aspirin, vitamins, and cough syrup. If you have further questions about what can be disposed of in these boxes, please call Summit County Public Health at 330-926-5600. Be sure that liquids placed in your disposal box are sealed and secured to prevent leaks. Aerosols can be disposed of in dump disposal but must be sorted and placed in a separate box from other medications because their containers are pressurized. They are incinerated separately and must be labeled appropriately. Sharps with spring releases, such as EpiPens, can also damage the incinerators. Please place all sharp with spring releases into hazardous waste containers, whether they have been used or not. They cannot be included in the dump disposal. Other used sharps can also be placed in the hazardous waste container. Once these hazardous waste containers are full, contact Summit County Public Health for disposal. Sharps that have medication in them and are unused and sealed in original wrapping can be placed with other medications in regular disposal. If you have questions about sharps disposal, contact Summit County Public Health at 330-926-5600. Sort through any remaining small items with tongs to ensure that all sharps and trash have been properly removed. Dispose of remaining pills in the disposal box. Be sure to seal and properly label your dump disposal box. In conclusion, please remember to keep as much distance as possible between yourself and potentially dangerous items that may be in the dump boxes. You are in control of how you empty the box, so take your time and keep yourself safe. Wear gloves and only reach for items that you can clearly see. Use tongs or other long-handled items to move things around until you can clearly see what you are reaching for. Only reach for items that show no clear hazard. If an item looks potentially dangerous, don't touch it. For further questions, contact Summit County Public Health. Thank you for all that you do for the dump program and for ensuring these unused medications are not getting into the wrong hands. Not only are you protecting our residents, you are also protecting our waterways and environment.